Yo, what's up YouTube? I am Jamesy and welcome to my Sonic Mukbang. On the menu today we got some chili cheese fries. I also got an order of their jumbo popcorn shrimp. I also went ahead and got a regular cheeseburger. And to wash everything down, I of course had to go with their classic cherry limeade. Now before I begin eating, I want to say that I've never really had Sonic food before. I mean, technically I believe I've been there twice. Once when I was way younger, and then the other was just a couple months ago just to try their fries. Like the first time I went to Sonic, I was a young boy. Like I was probably like 8 or 9 years old, and I'm now 20. And the second time I went there was just to try their fries for a video that sadly didn't come to be. But when I tried their fries, I remember I was not impressed. Like, at all. Like, I think I even compared them to being like rubber fries. That's how like unimpressed I was. And even with these, they don't even seem to be like that visually appetizing. But for the mukbang, I decided I'm gonna give their fries another shot. And this is like the first time in a long time that I'm having like some chili cheese fries. I'm usually not a fan of like chili cheese fries, but I like chili and cheese fries separate. Just for whatever reason, I don't like when they come together. But I'm hoping that the chili and the cheese can maybe save my opinion on these fries. But enough with the talking with the fries. I'm gonna go in for this big bite. My lips are a mess. I mean, based off that first bite, my opinion remains the same. Yeah, for me, these fries just aren't it. Like, even the chili is bad. And, like, I am a chili connoisseur. I love chili. Like, it's impossible, really, to mess up chili with me. The chili just tastes, like, so just uninspiring. Like, ugh. But anyways, I think I'm gonna do, like, a little quick speed round of me eating these chili cheese fries. Like, they're not the worst fries I've ever had, but for my standard of fries, like when I eat Popeyes fries, I recently have KFC fries. Those fries are really good. Go try you some KFC fries if you haven't already. But when I eat Popeyes fries, Rally's fries, KFC fries, McDonald's fries, Chick-fil-A fries, like my standards are pretty high because those are pretty good fries. But these are just a disappointment, really. So I'm gonna just go ahead and knock these fries out the way. I need a sip of my cherry limeade right quick, but Sonic, please take them fries off the menu and relaunch with a different fry recipe. You're robbing your customers of their money having them fries on the menu. Excuse me. Cherry limeade's pretty good. Like, whenever I go to restaurants and I'm not feeling like a Coke or a Sprite or even like a sweet tea, I'll go with a cherry limeade. But I'm gonna move on to the burger now. Oh, I think I gotta do a review and like a rating for the fries. If I had a score for the fries, like I said, the Sonic needs to like put them fries off the menu and like relaunch with the new recipe. But if I had a rating for the fries, I would go with, I'd go with like a 2. I'm thinking 2.5, but I'm gonna go with a 2 to only make my point even more clear that them fries are not where it's at. I kind of touched on it earlier, but the video you guys never saw that required me to try Sonic's fries was actually going to be my very first YouTube video. Looking back at it now, it's kind of a funny story that I can turn to and laugh at to be like, oh, okay, this is something you tried and failed. Okay, now learn from this mistake and move on. But in the moment, I was actually in quite a panic. So for my very first YouTube video, you guys know on the channel, it's the how fast can you smash the 12 popsicles, the 12 bomb pops. But that wasn't supposed to be the first video. I originally had planned that I was going to do like a top 5 list of my favorite fast food fries, but I was also gonna do like a how fast can you smash on top of that. So not only was I gonna be like, hey, this is my favorite fries from, you know, Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, all the fry places I named earlier. On top of trying to give my list of my top 5 favorite fast food fries, I was also gonna try to eat every single fry that was in that video that was on the table. And I remember on the table it was like Chick-fil-A, I had McDonald's, Popeyes, Wendy's, and Rally's. So I ended up making it through, like, I think I ate all the Popeyes, and I made it through, like, half the Chick-fil-A, and I was like, yeah, this isn't it. I can't do this. I'm gonna have to come up with a better idea. Now, even though I'm not scared to embarrass myself and make a fool out of myself and even like post my failures on here, I didn't want to come out in the gate with such like an underwhelming performance like that. Like, that was so terrible. I don't know what made me think I could eat all 5 of the fries, and they were like large fries too. And I actually recorded that video like 2 days before I said, hey, first video going up. So then I had to like kind of have like a time crunch to say, oh my god, I gotta fit this, I gotta fit another video in. What am I going with? Okay, bomb pops. That was the next video idea. That was gonna originally be like my second or third video, It ended up being my first video, and honestly, I'm very happy with how it turned out. The Bomb Pop video will always be a special and a legendary video in my eyes, just because of the story behind it. But moving on to the burger, I hope you guys enjoyed that little short story time. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it, you know. If you want more stories also, let me know what you want me to talk about. Anyways, I'm going for a big bite of this burger. It's been in my hands long enough. Here we go. Oh. Okay. Oh my god. Stuff's falling out of my burger. Okay, my reaction right now is not based off the burger itself. It's based off the mustard on the burger. It's been a while since I've had a burger that I can customize myself, and like, this has onions, mayo, mustard, ketchup, lettuce, and then the cheese and the patty itself. And yeah, whenever I go to Five Guys to customize my cheeseburgers, I just ask for lettuce and pickles. That's it. So like, my reaction to this is mainly geared towards the mustard. But minus the mustard, the onions, the mayo, the ketchup, the burger, it's not too bad. Going in for another bite. Whoa. But yeah, for this mukbang, I figured I'd try something new with Sonic compared to like the other mukbangs of being places I've already ate at before. But Sonic isn't really impressing me for this being like my official first time trying them. I don't know if you guys remember, but like a big deal at Sonic would be like their service, how they used to like skate around the parking lot like when you would pull in to order. I'm not too sure if they've completely stopped that or not. I know the Sonics that I have in my town, I don't see them doing that anymore. Oh my god, guys, like this burger's like falling all over the place. Like I have like a mix of like juices of mustard and ketchup and mayo just like dripping and drabbling. You saw it right there. I think I'm gonna make this the last bite and call it quits on the sandwich. I need a drink, man. The cherry limeade, to be clear. Yeah, it's safe to say that burger is not my cup of tea. Why is it that I can always like never open one of these sauce packets correctly? I mean, I guess if I had a score for the burger, I mean, my opinion's gonna be a little bit biased because I didn't like most of the toppings that were on that burger. And I know it's my fault for ordering it like that, but like then again, when it does come to reviews, I always order as is and review based on. But if I want to attack it from a critical point, I mean, guys, left and right, stuff was falling out. Onions, ketchup, mayo, mustard. It couldn't stay in. But individually, the cheese and the meat tasted alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it a score. I'm gonna give it a 5.5. But moving on to the jumbo popcorn chicken, I'm actually having like high hopes for this. I'm expecting this to be like semi-decent or alright. I got ranch, and I'm gonna just give this a couple dips, and here we go. Okay. First bite, much better. Much better than the sandwich, much better than the fries. Pretty good so far. Yo, I think I could actually finally answer the question that like, does Sonic have something that's actually good? These popcorn chicken are they're alright. Let me get another. But something I want to talk about that's been on my mind lately is the departure from Brent from RHAP. Now, as some of you already know, I'm a huge fan of games like Survivor, Big Brother. At this point, I think I've mentioned it on the channel in a couple of videos, like maybe 3-4 times now. And like a huge part of my life is like listening to podcasts. Like people like to listen to music, well, I listen to conversations in the form of podcasts. Now for me, like I said, I love these competition reality shows like Big Brother, Survivor, and even Sequester. And also a huge part of my watching experience is listening to podcasts that recap the episodes after the fact. So after each episode of Big Brother, Survivor, I'm always listening to podcasts recapping them episodes, and one of my favorite podcast networks is RHAP. Now, Big Brother Canada 9 just started a week ago, and some news broke that Brent from RHAP would no longer be a host there. Now, I took this news to heart, and I've been listening to RHAP and Brent for probably 5, 6, maybe even 7 years at this point. So that's a lot of years I've been listening to this podcast network, and Brent has been a huge part of that listening experience. And I've taken it really hard because, like I said, this is my favorite podcast about my favorite TV show, and I've had this, like, I guess, luxury of having Brent talk about my favorite show on RHAP for the past half decade. So now that that's over, I'm like, dang, like, it sucks because I'm not going to get that anymore moving forward. And the reason why he was released was, I guess, Brent, he's a very polarizing person. His takes and his opinions, they're not for everyone. With Brent, there comes a lot of controversy. And I don't mean controversy like he's saying or doing bad, horrible things that, you know, are walking the line of like, are you a good person or not? He comes with a lot of controversy of like the things that he says about like the stuff that goes on with the show. People sometimes say like his rants and like his complaining get a little bit too out of hand. But in my defense, and I'm a Brent stan, I don't think he deserved to be let go, but I understand why. Brent is a very honest and straight up and blunt person, and he's gonna tell you how it is. And lots of people, especially like these reality TV stars who have like egos, they don't like to be told how it is. They often come off these shows with like high egos and think they're the, you know what. So when they see Brent, trashing their game, saying, oh my God, you played so terrible. The moves you made were completely dumb and stupid. Because Brent's a part of RHAP, they don't want to do an interview or they don't want to work with RHAP. So Brent was ultimately let go because, people couldn't handle his opinions. That's how I see it. And it's like, everybody has an opinion. I have an opinion. You watching the video has an opinion. If you have somebody in the same household of you, they have an opinion. If you go to work, your coworkers have opinions. Why are we being judged for having opinions? People always want to tell you you're right or wrong, but the fact that they want to tell you you're right or wrong is their opinion. So it's okay for everybody to give an opinion, but when you hear an opinion, it's not okay. I believe when it comes to Brent, people are just overly sensitive and couldn't really handle his straight up opinions. And like I said, he wasn't doing anything terribly bad. The most he would do is really just call out people and go on a rant about how stupid of a choice or a decision they were making in these games. So Rob ultimately dropped him from the podcast network, and Brent's just out there, I guess, flying solo on his own. I believe in Brent. I know he'll bounce back, but it's just so unfortunate that this had to happen. And I see it from both sides because RHAP, they're just trying to look out for their business. And Brent, as controversial or as polarizing as he is, he hurts the business. And that's became a fact as of recent years. So I'm kind of torn in the middle. My favorite podcast network, they dropped one of my favorite podcast personalities. So I'll still watch the podcast network and I'm still going to keep up with Brent, but it just sucks that they're no longer going to be together. I've actually been waiting to kind of voice my opinion on this for a week and a half now, but it's just a sad, unfortunate event that's happened, but like life, things move on. But to bring it back to the food, I'm actually really happy with how these jumbo popcorn chickens turned out. But if I had to score for the jumbo popcorn chicken, I think I would go with the fair 7 out of 10. I'm out of the cherry limeade. I guess if I had a quick score for this, I would go at 8.5 out of 10. Cherry limeade's really good. If you haven't had it yet, what are you doing? Go get it. But that's all I got for you guys. So if you enjoyed this mukbang, then please hit that like and subscribe button down below. Also comment your thoughts on Sonic and what food you would like me to eat next. Anyways, I've been Jamesy, and I'll see you next time. Peace!